Regardless of incalculable eulogies anticipating its panting, sputtering destruction at the smooth hands of the electric unrest, the 132-year-old automotive inner burning motor has a watershed minute. The perfection of 20 years of R&D, the all-new 2019 Infiniti QX50's VC turbo is the world's first factor pressure motor, making it conceivably the most essential jump forward for the innovation since the expansion of constrained acceptance. Also, alongside the principal Gen Q45 and the third Gen G35, this is a standout amongst the most huge cars to wear the Infiniti peak, driving the brand into a future with an expanded focus on outline and innovation. The choice to dispatch the VC turbo in a reduced crossover says a lot about Infiniti's certainty encompassing the progressive powertrain. Indeed, even expelled from the powertrain buildup, the new QX50 is an astoundingly critical car for the brand, and nobody would have fluttered an eyelash in the event that they avoided any risk and propelled the motor in a lower volume show like the Q60 or QX30 as a market test. On the other hand, there's not all that much or model about the new motor. Too many years of work have made a completely acknowledged item, one that will unquestionably discover its way into about each alcove and crevice of Infiniti's lineup. I'm not going to go super top to bottom on the VC turbo here, as it would doubtlessly could not hope to compare to senior editor Nelson Ireson's fantastic profound drive, however I'll give a couple of key focuses. Basically, this turbocharged 4-barrel motor vastly modifies between the min-max pressure proportion of 8:1 and 14:1, consistently exchanging on the fly contingent upon throttle input. This is accomplished through a mechanized lever that alters the length of the cylinder's stroke, expanding or diminishing pressure to either boost execution or productivity. The outcome is 268 horsepower and 288 pounds-ft of torque directed through a CVT. Contrasted with the pervasive 3.7-liter V6 that the VC Turbo (VCT) tries to supplant, control appears somewhat down from the 6's 325 horsepower. To adjust for the power plunge, the VCT packs observably more torque than the 6-barrel, accessible from bring down RPM to boot. On the flip side, on account of the impermanent high-pressure cycle, productivity is better than anyone might have expected some time recently, seeing a 35% help in consolidated MPG when contrasted with the active QX50, and apparently the most proficient non-hybridized CUV in the fragment with 27-joined MPG for the front-wheel drive display. Practically speaking, the motor is misleadingly person on foot. In a visually impaired investigation, I would be unable to choose VCT from a lineup of Turbo 4s. From the suburbanite slither to entrance ramp impacts, the motor feels like a regular if not perceptibly punchy turbocharged 4-pot. It's not buzzy, inconvenient, or incomplete in any capacity. Every one of the progressions happen behind the aluminum block window ornament, and it's better for it. The standard 9-to-5 driver will be unaware. Try not to think the QX50's new strings are only a sparkly wrapper for the VCT. From front to back, this is a standout amongst the most firm and all-around outlined Infinitis I've at any point driven. Dimensionally, it fits right in accordance with the smaller crossover portion, immeasurably separating itself from the active QX50, a car which experienced dated hatchback extents and antiquated stage design. The new QX50 is 2.1 inches shorter, 3.9 inches more extensive, and an incredible 4.2 inches taller, bringing about a corresponding outline that is regularly lost in this section. It surely looks like it also. The 2019 QX50 is a mass of tight streaming lines that joins the best from the Q50, Q60, and QX30. The commonplace expanding Infiniti grille is there, just like the raised hood lines and the wrinkled back window. It's a great-looking, on-mark plan that will do well in a hyper-focused portion. Inside, it's a disclosure. Gone are the sections of land of upscale Nissan trim and switchgear, supplanted with an arrangement of new catches and boards elite to Infiniti. It feels more upscale than any past model, joining little switches that signify a noteworthy bundle, including a strong metal motor begin, stop catch mounted flush in the inside reassure alongside an electronic metal shifter. Infiniti's well-known double-screen focus stack still gives isolate showcases to infotainment and route, controlled by catches heaped beneath and on either side of the base screen. It's one of only a handful couple of carry-over plans from a current Infiniti demonstrate, yet it's all around sufficiently joined that it doesn't bring down the generally magnificent cockpit. I invested a large portion of my energy in a QX50 Essential, wearing the $2,000 autograph bundle. That additional great white knitted cowhide seating appeared differently in relation to darker calfskin emphasizes and phenomenal dark blue trim. From the material completing to the plan, the best spec QX50 is a standout amongst the most professional insides the automaker has ever offered. While you're occupied by the luxurious new strings, the QX50 is doing its best to protect you with the brand's first utilization of Nissan-created ProPilot Assist. This is a bundle of driver help frameworks that mean a level 1 self-driving framework, fusing standard tech like back reinforcement, crash moderation, crisis braking, and path takeoff, blind side cautioning, and aversion. ProPilot additionally incorporates semi-automated voyage control with guiding help, a framework that oversees speed, braking, and minor controlling contributions to possibly expel worry from the driver while in unpredictable rush-hour gridlock. By and by, it acts and also you would expect, particularly on the interminably stopped-up throughways only north of Malibu. Controlling help and separation control for unpredictable was an appreciated relaxant. However, the framework's nosy alarm toll that guides the driver to assume control dings more than I might want. It's a long way from a deal breaker, yet it somewhat reduced the pressure diminishing impact. When I was tired of letting the QX50 do a large portion of the work, I turned onto tight California ravine roads on the way to lunch. Like different Infinitis, the QX50 utilizes a cow-by-wire framework, adjusting the proportion and controlling weight to both the driving mode and the guiding data sources. The directing is light and simulated, similar to the brake feel, yet these are not really the most important elements to a potential QX50 purchaser. In normal everyday driving, the 2019 QX50 is as amiable and simple to drive as some other crossover, so any protestations I or any other individual has with respect to the driving knowledge, or deficiency in that department, are near unessential. Notwithstanding, the VCT gives all that could possibly be needed passing pace, and the vehicle handles twisty roads superior to anticipated. In case you're searching for an additionally captivating knowledge in a SUV, you'll need to sit tight for the cutting-edge QX70. Costs for the base QX50 Pure FWD start at $37,545, putting it a smidge over the Lexus NX and Acura RDX, and inside $5,000 of the more costly Mercedes-Benz GLC and Audi Q5. Bouncing up to the Pure AWD adds an extra $1,800 to a $39,345 sticker. From that point, 2 extra trims are accessible that include extra hardware and trim: Lux FWD, $40,395, Lux AWD, $42,195, Essential FWD, $44,345, and Essential AWD, $46,145. For the inside burning motor, the 2019 QX50 is a development car. For Infiniti, it's a long, huge walk toward a brilliant future, one ideally loaded with a similar level of innovation, quality, and outline as the QX50.